Hi, my name is Riley Clemons, and this is my last and final vlog, number 5, for my Capstone journey. And I'm just going to be talking about my experience and evidence and kind of the journey about it. So my topic is rape culture and how it affects the high school environment. And I chose this because it seems to be like an increasingly more prevalent problem. And I think that rape culture has always kind of existed. We just now have a name for it and are pointing it out and are seeing that it really is just destructive and not something that I want to be a part of as a society. And I think society as a whole is starting to figure out that this is not the direction that we want to be in. That's what I'm hoping, at least. And I just, as a woman in society, women are really getting the worst end of rape culture. Not that men can experience it or any other gender can experience it, but women and transgender people are really, really getting the worst end of rape culture. And I'm I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. And that's pretty much why I chose the topic, and I'm sick of people not knowing what it is or even caring what it is. And it's sad. It's sad to see that people don't care. And I just wanted to bring awareness more than anything. Um, I wasn't really hoping to solve, rape culture. That's one girl in a sea of 8 billion cannot, but I can dip my toe in and cause a few ripples. And I really just wanted to bring awareness to it because awareness is the first step. If people don't know what it is, people can't help you solve it. People can't take action. Um, and I guess that kind of was my solution, was to bring awareness and really bring a definition to people, because there's a misconception on what rape culture is. People think that it's a society that accepts rape, and it's not. It's a society that normalizes rape and sexual assault and things like that, and it's not that, as a society as a whole, we will totally say rape is bad, rape should not exist, rape should not happen, rapists are awful. But time and time again, we see that these men that are raping women, they're getting off pretty scot-free, compared to what they should be getting. They're getting a few months in jail when they should be getting years, or they're doing community service when they should be getting years. Like, that's messed up in my eyes. I wanted to learn, what people thought of rape culture, and it seems that most people don't have an opinion on it, which is very, very sad. Um, at the beginning, I was very, very hopeful that I was going to do so many things, but it was really difficult because people, especially high school students, are not willing to talk about such a sensitive topic, as most people aren't, and it's totally understandable, but, it kind of puts a damper in my project. But even adults, that I was originally going to interview teachers as well as students, and they were like, I don't want to talk about rape culture and high school students. High school students, most of them are underage and all that sort of stuff, and you don't want to think of some underage girl being sexualized, or, even an underage boy being sexualized. That's not something that I don't think anybody would want to interact in. I did conduct one interview from a guy, surprisingly, that was really willing to talk to me. Most people were not. I had planned to do interviews with some other people, but scheduling conflicts really made that difficult. So I did do an interview. It's about 15 minutes long. So yeah, and it's on my website and all that, and it was really interesting to talk to him because I didn't know what to expect going into this. You have a male asking about rape culture. I'm asking him about rape culture, and you would think that he may not know. I mean, even women don't know what it really is. So I had all these preconceived notions, and I was pretty wrong, which was a nice surprise. Um, I don't feel like I accomplished a whole lot, and which is really upsetting. Um, I would totally change everything about the way I approach this. Um, I learned that I'm not really a pushy person. Like, I don't push people, and I don't know if I am really like committed to breaking those boundaries and all that. I'm getting up to like 6 minutes now, and I still have a bunch of questions to answer, so we're just gonna blow through this. I am proud of the guy that I interviewed. I'm proud of him, not even me. Like, I'm proud of him being brave enough to let me talk to him, and being brave enough to have a different opinion than maybe what I have, or what other people have as well. And that was, I thought he was incredibly brave, and I would have thought that if anyone else had talked to me, like, this is a very personal and sensitive topic, it's not easy to talk about. I would have changed my entire project if I could have done it differently. I would have had a very different approach to it. I would have reached out to more, I guess, crisis hotlines, or, you know, shelters, something where I could actually talk to people that have dealt with this instead of just keeping it to poly high school, because I did have a lot of resistance at school. I think I was able to make a difference in the guy that I interviewed, Emiliano. I think we had a really good conversation about what we both think rape culture is, and even though it was different, it was similar in the idea that the places that we live in are normalizing rape, although he didn't believe that our society had a rape culture, which was where we differed. But, yeah. Um, I just wish I could have done more to make a difference. But if I did have the resources and more time, I would totally take this further. I would contact, social justice councils, or like organizations and things like that. And like I said, like crisis hotlines and things like that. I would have just been more active instead of just trying to keep it, because I was focusing most of my attention on finding people to interview and not trying to figure out different things to do. If I could give any advice to incoming seniors, I would just say don't really have expectations. Have backup plans, and it's okay if your project doesn't go the way that you want it to. Most people's didn't, and it's really difficult, in the short period of time that we have to do something like this. People that actually make a difference are working, years and years and being experts on the topic that they're trying to talk about, and they go and speak in different countries and at high schools and at colleges and things like that. So I definitely think if I had more resources, it would have been more effective, but you're just a high school student. There's only so much you can do, but you can do something. Like, that's something you need to remember. You can't do everything, but you can do something, and you can make a difference, no matter if that's one person or 20 people or 1,000, You can make a difference, and that is important to know. We're getting on 9 minutes here. I am so sorry I'm 4 minutes over. But sometimes when you're passionate about things, you just gotta keep talking. And even after this, I will keep talking about rape culture in my friend group, in my community group, in the college I'm going to, and all that. I will continue to be an activist, and this won't be the end of me introducing the idea of rape culture into people's lives and them realizing, oh, wow, maybe our society is really similar to that. Yeah, just glad it's over, but see you never, people.